Agri-terrorism in the USA? Is it possible? Makes you wonder, could it be possible for our food to be poisoned? How will the public know which foods have been contaminated with toxins before it's too late? Heaven's Harvest wants to help you become independent of these rare but possible scenarios. Protect your future and become self-reliant with heirloom seeds. Grow your own garden. From urban to rural living, Heaven's Harvest seeds are the answer to any type of scenario. Go to truthbetoldseeds.com and order your bucket today. Every type of vegetable you could imagine. Go to truthbetoldseeds.com or call 1-800-516-4773. When you go to truthbetoldseeds.com and purchase your bucket, you will get 5% off the original price. So order today at truthbetoldseeds.com.
Government cover-ups or covert societies attempting to control humanity. Do you believe in ancient astronauts, intergalactic communication, or extraterrestrial visitations? Ever had an experience with disembodied spirits or the paranormal universe? Are these subjects fact or fiction? Each week, Tony and Eddie explore these unbelievable realities and beyond. Exclusively on Truth Be Told.
Hello and welcome to Truth Be Told with Tony and Eddie. I'm your host, Tony Sweet.
And I'm Eddie Connor. Welcome back, everybody. Our next guest is Sherry Martin, and she's the creator of YouShineNow.com. Now, Sherry's a graphic designer from Dallas, Texas. She's also an artist and a Certified Emotion Code Practitioner. The YouShineNow.com project started as a creative outlet that felt divinely inspired and quickly became a mission of joy. Sherry's desire to combine her spiritual journey with her artistic talents turned into an experiment of sorts. Now, a question with a one-word answer that she asks her people is this. And Tony, with one word, I want you to answer the question. How do you shine light into the world?
Communication.
That's perfect for you. Now, Sherry started asking this question and was surprised by the answers. To learn more about YouShineNow.com, please welcome the founder, Sherry Martin. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Truth Be Told with Tony and Eddie. I'm Eddie Connor.
And I'm Tony Sweet.
And as you just heard, we have the founder of You Shine Now. You shine when, Tony?
Now.
Yesterday?
No, now.
Tomorrow?
Nope, now.
That's what I'm saying. YouShineNow.com. We have Sherry Martin on the phone with us. We have her beautiful picture up on the screen for the audience to see. Welcome, Sherry. How are you?
I am fantastic. How are you guys?
Great.
Hey, we're
great.
We are great. Hey, she's from the South, Tony.
She is.
She's from the South. I'm from the South.
I'm from the Midwest.
He's corn-fed.
That's okay. We love you anyway, Tony.
Hey.
So, Sherry, tell us real quick, what was the inspiration? What was the impetus where the light bulb went off in your head that inspired You Shine Now?
Well, sometimes as an artist, you get an image in your head and you go to the canvas or the computer or whatever medium you use to create and express. And I kept seeing an image of a person standing with their hands on their heart. So I went and I drew it and created it. And I was going to do some T-shirts and mugs. And then eventually the woman that I used as a muse, she put her hands on her heart. And I thought, okay, this needs to go a little bit further. And I started asking people the question that I was asking myself at first and thinking, where is this going to go? And when I started asking the question, I started getting interesting answers. And the most interesting thing about it at first, well, and even now, is that a lot of people don't realize that they have anything to give or that they even shine light into the world. And I thought that was fascinating.
That is fascinating. And, you know, we get to interview lots of phenomenal people here on the show, and we see that there are people who really don't understand that they are being of service just by being uniquely who they are and what it feels like you bring to the table. And Tony's pulling up your site now, and you've got lots of gorgeous pictures. You've got some blog stuff on there. You've got these images of pets, and we're looking now at the images of the people on your site with their hand over their heart. And so,
yes.
So I'm going to ask you the same question. How do you shine light into the world, Sherry?
Well, I think my first answer when I asked myself the question is that I'm choosing light. And it was part of my spiritual path to go, okay, no matter what, I'm going to stand in the space of light and bring positive energy into my own world. And hopefully that can go out to other people. But I have struggled with, thinking I didn't have much to give. And I think a lot of people who have been through life and gone through stuff ask themselves that question: what makes me special? What can I do? And I think it was just a question that I found fascinating about the way I would answer. So I was curious about how other people would answer. And I would like to say congratulations to Tony for having a word come to mind so quickly, because most people are befuddled.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
and they do. It's something, because whenever you ask people the question, you're actually seeing them, you're hearing them, you're putting a spotlight on that part. And it's often hard for people to share that which they are. And so when you say, when you talk about light, and that's how you contribute, light is a consciousness. It's a living, breathing consciousness that lives inside of every cell, atom, and molecule of our being. And now this is my philosophy. I'm not saying it's yours. It might be. But I'm a firm believer that we are light consciousness first, meaning non-physical, and then we choose to come down here into these little meat suits and do our thing on the earth plane for X number of years until we expire. And then when we expire in our meat suits, we go back up into the consciousness of pure white light. And then we share that oneness with other people. So I love how you're bringing your non-physical essence into your physical experience and then sharing both of those with the planet.
Thank you.
So
and it's funny because a lot of times people they get real self-conscious and they go, well, wow, no one's ever asked me that question before. And a lot of people go, well, I don't shine anything into the world. And I go, yes, you do. I believe that every human being has an inner light already just by existing, and that you may not have thought about it before, or maybe you don't know what it is. Sometimes I help them and I say, okay, so what brings you joy? Because I believe if you're joyful, you're lit up. And so sometimes that helps them answer the question.
And so tell me a little bit about you being a certified emotion code practitioner. What is that in a couple of sentences?
Well, it's an energy healing modality that I learned. I've worked on myself with several energy healing modalities, which I believe have helped me to kind of rub some of the dirt off of my own lamp, if you will, and kind of learn to let my light shine. And so emotion code is a way to release negative emotions that have built up over your lifetime, and it's very heart-centered. And you go in and you connect with the energy of the person, and through kinesiology and intention, we release negative emotions that have been layered down. I can work with people and animals, and it's just a way to let go of some of the stuff that's keeping you stuck so that your light can kind of bubble up to the surface.
Sherry, how much of this stuff is subconscious that they're not even aware of that you're helping them release?
Most of it.
Wow.
I think, I mean, layers upon layers of stuff we don't even realize. You could walk past someone and they look at you wrong and you're triggered and you don't know why you're triggered. And so we go back in and your body your subconscious will tell me where that trigger is laying, and we just release it. It was developed by Dr. Bradley Nelson, and it's a really great, very effective, easy way for people to go in and help others. I mean, children can do it. It's a great program.
I love that. So I find that a lot of people who are creative and artistic and sensitive, such as yourself, and then we end up going into the healing arts. Most of us in the healing or intuitive arts, we didn't have a really pretty silver spoon in our mouth beginning in life. So I'm wondering, did you have some bumps and bruises along the way that really helped put you where you're at today that you want to share with us?
They weren't big bumps and bruises. Honestly, I'm lucky. And I think the biggest thing that ever happened to me was my parents' divorce, coupled with some problems with low self-esteem most of my life. And so I happen to have some kind of an internal drive to find internal peace for myself. And I think that has led me here. And that's why I want to help others, because I've been there. I know what low self-esteem feels like. I know what it feels like to not feel like you're very special. And that's important to me, because I think we all are. We just haven't uncovered it.
Wow. You can tell that if you're the person sitting and having your little croissant and your coffee or your tea in a nice little cafe somewhere, and you look over, you feel to me like the type of person, if you saw somebody that had the smile on their face, but their heart was a little broken, I can picture you sending light across the courtyard to those people on a deeper, richer level. Is that kind of true?
Very much so. And speaking of croissant and tea, my sister and I went to Paris last November to fulfill a long dream of mine since I was in high school. And we took little cards that had said, "How do you shine light into the world?" translated into French. And I gave those out along with my paper cranes. And I asked people, in their broken English, and my very, very small French, how they shine light into the world. And it was so much fun to just walk around and look for those opportunities to connect with people, even in a foreign country, because the heart is the heart, love is love, and everyone has the light,
Yeah, they do, and they forget that they have it, even though that they do. They possess it, whether or not they believe in that moment that they have access to it. I'm feeling documentary with you.
Are you really?
I'm feeling like just this beautiful image of you going around and touching people in all of these different countries. And girl, there could even be a YouShineNow card set or something.
Well, I would love to. And one of the things is how, my biggest passion is how can I make this grow? It's kind of been very slowly grassroots, organic. And I'm so proud that I have at least even 150 people in the gallery. To me, that's phenomenal, because when I was a little girl, I was extremely shy. And the fact that I've grown into a person who can actually talk to people and from a heart space is actually a miracle to me. So it's very important. And I think that one of the caveats of this whole thing is we all know that the gurus out on the world stage, the Oprahs and the Deepak Chopras, that they make a difference in the world, and they clearly are living their passion and shining their light. But I want to know what Joe sitting at the, on the corner, the homeless man, if he knows that he shines light as well. That's important to me, that everybody knows, not just because you're out on the world stage. So.
No, I think I was also shy growing up, and I think that's what makes people like us, the sensitivity, the intuitive. We blossom sometimes later in life. For the fact is,
true.
We know, or God knows when, or whatever you want to believe in, but knows when it's time for us to shine and to make a difference. And because sometimes when you're shy, I think you see more. You see more than a lot of people that, talking and trying to, the ego and all that stuff. Because I used to watch because I was so shy, but I saw so many things I would have never seen if I was not shy.
Well, and I think all three of us are similar to that. We all had that same background growing up. But here's the thing: when you're shy and you become a great observer, and you keep watching everybody around you, what is your desire wanting in that moment? You want to engage. You want to build community. You want to connect. You want that sensitive part of you to intertwine with the energy of another sensitive person. So our desire got bigger and bigger and greater and expanded when we were growing up. And then I think whenever we get past 21, something happens, Sherry. And then all of a sudden we care less, or we're not as insecure. And then that desire that was planted when we were little comes rolling back almost like a giant avalanche of light and goodness. And then we can't not share what our shine is with the world. And speaking of that, how can Tony and I at Truth Be Told help you drive people to YouShineNow.com? What would you like for the world to do?
It would make me so giddy every time I open my email for someone to email me and say, "Love your project. Here's my photo. Here's my word." And it just makes my day. Ask my sister. And send me your photo. I can't take a picture of everyone. And most of the ones I've got on the website, I take in a moment where I find an opportunity. It usually happens in the moment. And it's so beautiful, the connection. But what makes me even happier is if people would take the time to think about the question, take a picture, and send me their words so I can post it on the website, because I believe that there's power in numbers. And when you go to this website and you scroll through all the beautiful faces and the radiant souls that are there, I think it's inspirational, and the more people, the better.
I think so too. And the website that and the website you're speaking of is YouShineNow.com. You're also on Facebook at facebook.com/YouShineNow. And that's really simple with technology being even Wilma Flintstone. That's what I am. I can do this. I really can figure this out pretty simply. Can you, Tony?
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. I think so. I
Let
can.
me think about it.
And so here's
and some people say, I'll give you a word later, or I really don't want my picture taken. I'm like, great. If I've left them in the question, I've done my job.
Oh, that's good, because now they're marinating in Sherry Martin's light.
Maybe so, even if they don't know it.
Yeah.
So.
She's a marinator.
Or maybe they don't want to be. I don't know.
There you go. Well, so we're going to drive people to YouShineNow.com and tell us. I'm a little curious about the pictures of the puppies. You got gorgeous galleries of pictures.
They're so cute.
Yeah, but tell us a little bit about the puppies before we let you go.
Animals aglow.
So I'm working on learning animal communication, and especially the working with animals with the emotion code, because their energy is so pure, they don't hang on to anything. So if you do an emotion code session on an animal, you can get really good results really quickly. And it's just such a pure energy, and it's fascinating to me that those things that you really can go in an emotion code session. Your energy connects with the animal's energy, and you can get answers. It was just amazing that this could happen. And so I'd like to take that even further. And I love animals. I have a lot of friends who do rescue. I have a lot of friends who love their animals. And it just became kind of an extension of this project to go, hey, how does your pet shine light into your life? Because I promise you, more people will probably tell me pets that did than people. So it was just an of course.
Well, we're going to have to introduce you to one of our shows. It's called The Psychic and the Trainer. It's a pet psychic and a pet trainer, and I think that would be a great combination for you. I'll have to do that introduction, but this is a great project, and I definitely am glad Eddie brought this to the table today. We need more people like yourself.
We do.
Oh, thank you.
And you're organically this person. If you were in a jungle out in the middle of nowhere and you were living by yourself, Sherry, you'd be talking to the trees and sending light everywhere. You just that.
I would. I'd be the local weirdo, but that's okay.
The trees would be.
It comes naturally. I'll talk to the tree. We're doing an experiment at work, and where I've got people. I wrote notes and put them under the plants at work, and we're trying to make them grow. Pam Grout is one of my favorite authors, so we're playing with that.
Oh, I know. I love her. I've got 2 of her books right now that I'm reading before I fall asleep. That's a great time to read it.
Yes.
Wow. So everybody, this is Sherry Martin. Go to her website, YouShineNow.com, and think about this question. If you don't go to her website, here's her infamous question. How do you shine light into the world? And think about it, marinate in it, really feel the essence of that which the question is. And from there forward, then answer it with one answer that feels right and divine and in alignment to your heart and your solar plexus. You can also go to YouShineNow.com and do this because we want to spread the light on the earth plane. And you can also go to Facebook.com/YouShineNow. Thank you, Sherry Martin. We adore you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we want to thank everybody that listened in today. Again, if you missed this portion of the show, please go to our YouTube channel. It's Truth Be Told with Tony and Eddie. You can watch it again, share it with everybody. You can listen to our audio podcast on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, and even on our website at truthbetoldwebtv.com.
Who's Tom?
Who's Tom? But we thank you guys for supporting us, and please support our friend Sherry here. And we hope you guys come back next week. We have a great show for you guys.
We sure do. Keep spreading the light, Sherry. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, I love light.